Good evening, I'm Brianna Jett in the Daily Iowa newsroom with a summary of today's news. Hillary Clinton is giving a big interview tomorrow in Iowa City. I'll tell you more. An inmate escaped a prison in Iowa, details coming up, and I'll give you the latest in sports. All of this and more, Daily Iowan TV starts now. Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton will be giving her first one-on-one national television interview tomorrow during her campaign stop here in Iowa City. CNN will host the interview, airing on Tuesday at 5 p.m. and again at 8 p.m. Before now, Clinton has given local interviews in the early voting states like Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Nevada. There was a jailbreak in Iowa over the weekend. An Iowa inmate escaped from the state's highest security cells in the Iowa State Penitentiary in Fort Madison Sunday morning. Justin Kessner escaped by climbing through the building's piping and onto the roof. He was captured a few hours later in Illinois. The Republican and Democratic parties will be hosting presidential forums in Iowa this winter, focused on minority communities. The forums will allow presidential candidates to answer questions about Latinos and African Americans. The Republican forum will be in December, and the Democratic forum will be in January. One of NASA's spacecraft hit a snag this weekend. A computer overload caused the spacecraft, called New Horizons, to partially shut down on the 4th of July. Luckily, scientists were able to re-establish communications and fix the problem. New Horizons is on track to do a first-ever close flyby of Pluto next week. Now let's take a look at this week's weather. Tomorrow will be partly cloudy with a high of 73 and a low of 56. Wednesday will also see partly cloudy skies and temperatures around 69 degrees. Thursday will be overcast with a high of 76 and a low of 62. Friday will bring a 50% chance of thunderstorms and a high of 83. By Saturday, the rain should move out and leave partly cloudy skies. The temperature will be higher than the previous few days at a high of 88. Sunday's temperatures will stay about the same, but the skies should be clear. That's all the weather I have for you today. Check back tomorrow for more. A South Dakota man is competing in this year's National Senior Games at the age of 101. John Zilverberg of Highmore, South Dakota, began competing in the games in 1985. He has been training for discus, shot put, javelin, and the softball throw events. The South Carolina Senate voted today to remove the Confederate flag from their State House grounds. The proposal will need to be approved by the House and the governor before it can go into effect. Governor Nikki Haley has already said she supports the removal of the flag. An Iraqi fighter jet accidentally dropped a bomb today in Baghdad. The blast killed 12 people. Iraqi officials said the plane was returning to base at the time, and a technical malfunction caused the bomb to drop. 3 children were among those killed. Over 1 million people came to hear Pope Francis's first public mass for his South American tour today. He gave the mass in Ecuador's largest city, praising families and their importance to society. Firefighters were on hand to spray the audience with water to help keep the people cool as temperatures rose in the city. And in sports news, the U.S. women's soccer team won the World Cup last night. The team beat Japan 5-2. Also, the John Deere Classic begins today. University of Iowa student Carson Schock is competing in the tournament. Tune in tomorrow for another sports update. Well, that's all I have for you tonight on Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check us out tomorrow or anytime online at dailyiowan.com. Thanks for watching and have a good night.